your Lion, and those guys. So
Yeah, there's definitely a little part of me like that secretly roots for QsQ because they're sort of like the underdogs in every event that you want to see them succeed. You keep waiting for it, you keep waiting for it, and
mhm.
everyone's like, just wanting to see them burst out and get their big win, and it just hasn't really come through yet. So yeah, there's always a part of me that'll just be so excited to see them finally,
Yeah.
take reign.
I had them winning DreamHack, man. I did. I had them winning DreamHack Winter,
Yeah,
and going into it, they were an awesome team. They really were. They had a lot of momentum going into the DreamHack event, and at DreamHack, obviously there was disappointment. Beginning with Haunter, I still remember back in cycle number 1. Actually, they even lost in the first round. I forget to exact. I think it was like Vitriolic or something like that. Some team
yeah.
that was like, sure, they're a good team, but a team they shouldn't lose to be honest. And they got off to a poor start in that sense, but over the Han Tour cycles, here they are now. 6 cycles later, they're sitting 4th place overall. I mean, they are a very consistent team in that sense. But
Wait, did you say Destination DreamHack they lost to Vitriolic?
no, the
Or
first
which?
the first cycle,
Okay, the first
cycle 1.
cycle.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
Destination DreamHack.
Yeah, that was
That was a while ago.
a
That was a
long
while
time
ago.
ago.
Anyways, they were addressing an issue here. The first game apparently one of the players
Yeah,
knocked out. But anyways, we are back now. Well, they are good in game number 2. It looks like. So I think it is time to go ahead
let's do it.
and jump in here. Let's do it indeed. We got Q Squad versus Team Afraid. Of course, I hate teams like that, man. Not tagging up and having different tags. It really does throw you off. Anyways,
Yes.
Team Afraid. But Q Squad, of course, we talked about this. Again, no longer tagged up. Technically, they kind of left that Q Squad team, but they're still known as Q Squad because that's what they've been called, and they don't have a new name yet. Not tagged up though either.
I
So
mean, even see on Nova's stream, he still goes by QsQ Nova.
yeah, it's when you build a reputation around a tag and a
Yeah.
client name. I mean, it does mean something, so you can't just change and you know. You want to keep it there. Anyways, rambling on here. What do we got? Blind Bands, Ophelia, Parasite, Moon Queen, Wild Soul. So very jungle heavy into Keeper, Tempest, Revenant coming out here. So Keeper, Tempest,
Yeah.
Revenant.
Let's take one more look at those. Okay, Moon Queen. Yeah, okay, so we do see the, especially for Hellborn, I could see that being a strong Keeper the Forest still being in the pool though. I always got a question. I mean, I understand the Moon Queen Wild Soul ban. It's very safe. There's still a lot of, if they take Keeper, you can still get a very powerful picks, 2 and 3 out of the final lock pool.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what they're going for. I always am very afraid for just handing off a Keeper pick, though, unless you're getting something substantial or
Yeah.
going to outdraft them in another capacity.
Yeah. Shout out to Panny. Giving me a shout out, so give him one right back.
Oh, I was like,
That's pretty
hey.
random. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just returning the love. Aluna, Torture, Pharaoh to finish off things here when it comes to that lock pool. And speaking of Pharaoh, especially locked up by Q Squad. No, locked up actually by Team Afraid. But anyways, I like more on the Q Squad side in the sense of you mentioned, or we were talking about Jonas Fan, maybe an underrated player he is. He plays a great Pharaoh, but that also fits very well with that aggressive nature lineup that they like to run surrounding that Bombardier. Something like a Bombardier, a Fade, and Pharaoh and stuff. So having that kind of reach presence, the gotcha potential with heroes like that. So
Mm-hmm.
interested to see if Pharaoh perhaps gets picked up by them.
Lock pool is kind of
Tempest there.
interesting because outside of the Keeper, it's not like there's multiple flavors of suicides. I mean, you can run a Tempest suicide.
Yeah.
Um, Or you can always have the option of running a Tempest solo mid. You see teams doing that and then manning up as well. But it's not like we see Bubbles and a Pharaoh and a Ball. So they're like, oh, if they get this suicide, we're just gonna grab this and this.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit less of a trade off there. So they sort of have to frame their first 3 picks, knowing exactly what they're sort of wanting out of this lock pool here.
Yeah. First pick coming out from Nova here. Get some information. I mean,
Let's
looking at the board,
look
you
at the
got
Master of Arms
Dracarys.
again. The Engineer is
Engineer.
available. Um, what else is on the board here? Deadwood. Deadwood's still available. Deadwood's actually banned out this game. Rally available.
I see them going Engineer. They just seem like that.
Yeah. Master of Arms or NG is definitely possible.
Yeah, probably between those two. We'll see. Nova spending time.
Yeah, I'm just. Deadwood is banned out. Wretched Hag, she's available. Um,
Blood Hunter. Night
Blood
Hound.
Hunter, Kronos,
Nox is
Gemini. There's the Engineer.
Let's get Engineer.
I just like to say, I was hoping just to throw them out there into the world and maybe it would just come right back at us, but nope. We talked about the rally and the master also being in the pool,
Mhm.
and sure enough, instantly picked up here. Another thing to know about that is they probably know they're going to be getting that Tempest. We talk about the Tempest rally combination as well. A
Yeah.
nice way to sort of make the most out of your picks.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a strong start over there for Team Afraid. But now back to Q Squad side. Again, that engineer first pick and
Bombardier.
Bombardier, yeah. See that? Like Bombardier
Maybe,
silhouette.
maybe.
Bombardier Draconis, better yet.
They do run a lot of Draconis,
Yeah.
and having won the first game, I wouldn't be surprised to see them just go back. Just trying to see if there's anything else. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the Dragon.
Yeah, they usually like to run the Bombardier short lane, though, from what I recall of them. So if you pick up
They
the
do,
Dragon,
like, sort of instead of like a solo draft or something
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, like an
Bombardier,
Aerosol.
though, when you're against a rally, that push can be pretty damn annoying. Also discourages the Pharaoh pick a little bit, having an inherent tablet on your team.
True. Yep.
So just to discourage that pick a little bit more. Yeah, they're very powerful silhouette players as well. Style plays that amazingly from what I know.
Silhouette?
Actually, is it Nox or no?
It's
Wait,
Nox, yeah.
no. Oh, I've seen Style played a lot as well.
Perhaps,
Actually,
yeah.
but yeah, there it
Okay,
is.
well, they're going to go silhouette on the list. But yeah,
Yeah, Style
Tundra
played
out there.
Tundra for sure.
Man, Tundra really is just one of those heroes that, ooh, Artillery, the final pick, by the way. Nice seeing him back.
Well, we saw it in the lock pool before. They were like, wait,
Yeah.
we were actually able to draft in the lock pool because we needed to grab other slots. So we're not going to lock it this time. We do want to pick it up and didn't make the mistake. I'm not surprised if I see Jalen playing him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
Artillery, man. That's he definitely has potential to be carry and a lot of fun to watch too, especially just kind of being a newer hero in general. So
Of the Forest? I mean, they are known to pick Tempest. I've seen them pick Tempest.
I can
think
see
when
them
it's
going
available. I wouldn't
okay,
see
yeah.
them. Yeah, I wouldn't pick it up if I was them, is what I was going to say.
yeah,
Another thing about Keeper, very strong against Rally. When targets are immobilized, they cannot be pushed.
and this is also a team that loves to do like kind of the 2-2-1 setup, even like more of an aggressive dual lane. Now they do have the keeper. You know, we'll see. Probably in this case, going to be jungle.
Molly's playing it. It's going jungle.
Yeah, that's true. The Pharaoh Tempest response.
Yeah, you don't have. I mean, QsQ's a great team, but a lot of these teams you don't see it. You don't see a player hero slot and be like, oh, we actually, don't know where he's going. Most of these teams have very defined player to role configurations.
Yep, Mally is the jungle guy for them. Jonas and Fan actually playing the Tundra, by the way.
Yeah, well, doing the Suicide Tundra.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see a carry Tort in a game like this. Actually, is the cool thing.
Yeah, style on Torture, most likely. More of a carry style. Not really a carry Torture, but
the heroes this game for who
Farm.
was playing what at the start for QsQ.
yeah.
What were you saying though?
Oh, well, I was gonna say I don't know if necessarily a carry Torture. Which obviously they do have a silhouette. More of a farming Torture, to put it. But
Yeah, farming torture, carry torture. I just use carry in the sense of a hero that's just going to be an impact player for the game. I guess an easier way you want to attribute it is you can, people always talk about rank 1 farmer through rank 5 farmer, and he's definitely going to be one of the top 2 for the team.
yeah, of course. That's him and Silhouette. Silhouette already heading top, by the way, but she did actually go bring a teacher too. So yeah, maybe. Or
Going
not
with
teacher,
the
guardian
man
wrong.
up lane at the start. Are they going to go with the Tundra middle?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of leaning at. Maybe.
Or Torture middle with Tundra side? No, Torture has a ring of the teacher as
Torture
well.
short, yeah.
So Tundra middle might actually be going down here.
That's classic.
Yeah. And, I'm trying to look at what they're rocking there. They're rocking a jungler. They're not going to run a rally dual lane. I mean, artillery solo side. Are they just going to run that rally dual lane in middle? I mean, it looks like it. Tundra should be able to survive. I mean, he'll be okay, I guess, as long as he gets levels. They just want to assure that dominance there early on. Engineer also, he's not really the greatest lane partner for Tundra.
Yeah. Well,
or any of these heroes, really.
Yeah, see, I'm kind of, the more I'm looking at this, I mean, again, Q Squad especially, they do love to go aggressive right off the bat, try to get the ward of sight down. So, again, it's not going to pause. We can talk about this forever, and not really. No, but I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they do something like a torture engineered top, because, again, they do like to dual aggressive lane. That's something that we haven't seen a lot more of lately, and Q Squad one of those teams. Something like a torture engineered top, maybe the silhouette bottom.
Oh, running the silhouette there to crush the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, for sure. That would make
anyways,
a lot of sense, and I would say of their lane options. I mean, look at Engineer. He's not a phenomenal laner with anyone. Still, that Torture, the chain reaction stun, that is a lot. It's not that hard to cast, especially before heroes have boots, and it at least gives him some sort of point stun to work with.
Tundra got pulled the regen here, so he has a health potion on him that he didn't buy. So maybe that tells us I don't know.
Well, they
what
know
the
they're going
match
up
is
against a 2v1 probably top. It's going to be the. We did see Silhouette heading up here. I mean, it's just confusing. I mean, they could just be rushing up here.
for the
And you
war,
brought it
yeah.
up, but
I don't
I
know.
want to go with what the lane predictions that we initially stated were.
Okay. Well, let's see. Well, we got plenty of time to talk about it. That's for sure. Okay, we are back now, though. Who will be right? Who
Oh
will be
God, you're right. I think.
Am I? You to go the
No.
hatchet shield. You got the pull.
Maybe Torture has them. Torture sold his ring of protection.
Oh, okay. He sold the guardian. Yep. So
Yeah.
that changes everything. He'll probably end up mid then. Yeah, they'll probably just do the Suicide Tundra then, like a NG Torture mid and Silhouette short bottom.
Okay. God damn you, Style.
Why'd you have to fool us? Oh, top lane. Might have some initiation here.
We got rallies. Yeah.
Pharaoh's already bought him. He wouldn't be here, but no, they're not going to go all the way, actually. Don't want to risk a fight right now. Even though you have something like a Tempest over here, it really wouldn't be much use. But
It's a badass rally artillery skin. I actually don't see that much.
oh yeah, that's a big. Is that? I'm guessing that's supposed to be like a gun on his back.
I'm zooming in on it.
What is it?
It's a gun. It's like his rocket launcher for his ulti.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strapped in, ready to go.
Raleigh obviously taking this middle spot here. Great in that he can solo just fine, but if he needs, well, actually, Master of Arms, of course, is going to be laning with initially, but if he's left alone, he can solo just fine, even against a dual lane arrangement.
Yeah.
Just a very versatile hero in general.
Yep. So we'll see where Master of Arms does end up here.
Yep. Kind of like a Magnus. Let's see. So this Pharaoh Silhouette matchup. I mean, we've seen Pharaohs do surprisingly well sometimes against strong harass lanes. They really take advantage of that early CS they can get while they still have a little bit of composure in lane before the Silhouette really levels up. But Nox, honestly, has so much experience on this hero. I've seen him play this matchup just absolutely beautifully before.
Yeah.
I do not expect Panny to have a good time.
Oh yeah, with that relentless salvo especially, it just it's a pain, man. It's a pain to deal with. So you see the Tormented coming out, but yeah, I definitely expect Silhouette, especially with Nox here, to win that bottom lane by a decent amount. Middle lane, Rally is going to get comboed somewhat right there. So again, no kill necessarily, but going to force him to maybe even use a health potion, as he will right there. Torture and Engineer showing off their combo quite a bit. Again, the Engineer keg stun always kind of funky as far as, synergizing with other point stuns, or other stuns, being that they don't really have a point stun, or at least a valid one. Torture kinda, but anyways, they do it nicely right there, is what I was getting at. For how difficult it can be. Some good pressure coming out.
Yeah, I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to Yal in this game on the artillery. He did say he loved the hero a lot. I've seen him playing it, and I mentioned that before, so I do want to see how he performs with it. I don't think I've seen them run this hero in a match yet.
Yeah, again, we haven't seen Afraid too much, or I haven't at least. But the only time we've seen artillery on Honcast, I'm pretty sure was when we saw it on Cheese Helmet playing for TT Esports. I think even
Cheese Helmet
times,
playing artillery?
Yeah, I know, really?
You gods. No, so, just pacing overall pretty even right now so far. I want to take a look back at Panny here on the bottom lane. Actually maintaining 170 GPM, still not the end of the world, but look at Nox's farm, man. It's already coming on strong, and
with the ring of the
as he levels up, it's going to get way worse. Choosing to level up Salvo, man, that's you don't see it all the time, but...
Just even more harassment here that he can help dish out, so... Torture took a little bit of pressure in the middle lane, and he actually nearly died. It was very, very close between the Master of Arms and Rally, so... But he did survive, of course, and activated that health potion. Top Rune, speaking of Master of Arms, actually picks it up. Happened to be illusions there. Good for him. Artillery applying a lot of pressure to Tundra, it looked like, as Tundra did the same, apparently. So all the lanes definitely starting to pick up here in terms of harassment.
Get the LRM now, yeah, level 4, he does have it. Choosing to level up the bunker down for his lane presence. Really giving him sort of an unstoppable last hit and deny.
Yeah, and being a melee in Tundra, I mean, it's obviously that much worse against that harassment, so.
Even 1 point of that fragmentation cells, and she feels like it does so much. Just
The passive, yeah,
yeah.
just adds up. Movement slow.
He's got his boots too.
Yep, even helps the positioning more. Tundra has managed to get 16 creep kills nonetheless. I mean, he actually is out farming artillery right now.
he's got the hatchet. Artillery's doing his best to harass. Tundra going the battle route though, when he uses those creep axes, sort of forces the wave back onto artillery.
Yeah.
Not, much he can do. He does have to back up and the Tempest gank. This could be
here
huge.
we go. There's the Glacial Blast. It's a level 2. Artillery running in the bunker down applied. He does have the LRM to snipe him out, maybe. Going to put him in auto attack. There's the LRM. It's just not going to be low enough, though. It looks like, ooh, taking quite a bit. But, yeah, Tundra, especially with the bottle that he just got picked up using the regen, he's more than fine. So
yeah, he still has number of axes to throw out there. Still, I do like what Gossick did coming out there harassing this. Ooh, Tundra almost picking up a rune there.
Oh, that would have been huge if he was able to...
Yeah, he poked for it. I mean, you actually think he would have beaten the Tempest to it, and he had his bottle ready. Tempest was out of mana. Bottom room being camped out by Nova here. Panny not doing nearly as well as this Tundra against the artillery.
Oh, Master of Arms will fall. Nova comes over, playing the Engineer. Keeper the Forces here, of course, not level 6 just yet. They may kill Rally still. He's going to try to go into Congress. Says, kill me, Congress. It's not going to happen, though. Feral running with a double damage rune. Hellfire coming out, but it's not in range of that Keeper. It will be hitting Torture right here, but he realizes he needs to dodge, and that he will on the keg stun. Running back in. The Mommy Walls go up, actually, and now Styles in a lot of trouble. Great Forks Lightning right there. It does connect on the Engineer as well. Not going to be able to follow it up, but they at least turn on the Torturers.
That was a huge mana by Panny there. Great positioning, great follow-up, great mummy trap. I give him a lot of credit for sort of salvaging that situation. I mean, it was a bad thing to begin with, but he really did do work.
Yeah, turning that around and actually still even harassing here a little bit, trying to find that Keeper of the Forest.
Look, he scouts out that Keeper, gets the rocket off. Oh, see ya, Male.
Yep.
Look at his mana now, man. He has no potions on him. Courier's out to top lane. He's only got those little 2 tree dogs to work with, and
he might be in trouble actually. He does have a Nature's Veil, but he's a Tormented Soul. He's Tormented Soul level 2, Hellfire level 2. Here we go.
Oh, if he got the mummy wall off, bounced him off of it, it would have drained enough mana where he didn't have a veil.
True. Yeah. Didn't get that in time though, but yeah, definitely some great harassment coming from Penny here. Of course, Nox though, he is just free farming like a boss here in the lane. 29 and 18 now, he's farming 290 Government. Actually picks up the early life tube, so.
Tundra is doing amazingly up here. Still maintaining a decent mana pool as well. Getting close to that level 6, so Artillery not really stomping the lane like I've seen him do to some other matchups.
Well, Artillery also needs to start being careful about dying. I mean, Tundra, especially once he gets that Avalanche, he can put out some good bursts, so.
He does need enough mana for it, though, but he is saving up that mana battery, and every time he uses that bunker down, he's getting a charge.
Yeah.
He could very well just catch him off guard here.
How much does he need?
He needs 270, so just like a couple more charges and he can go.
Yeah.
There's
It's
Tempest.
Close, but yeah, support's coming in. Master of Arms also running in, has an Illusion Rune. The charge shot will connect. Can Tempest get close enough? Yes, he can. The Glacial Downpour coming out. Oh, wow, not the Glacial Downpour. Anyways, Tundra will end up falling as the LRM goes on top. Gossick actually gets credit for the kill right there playing Tempest. And, well, yeah, so we're sitting there talking about Tundra possibly getting a kill. Ends up being him. He fell back pretty quick. I mean, he was falling back right there. It's just the angles were able to cut him off. And Afraid does get the counter kill. So 2-2 game now in terms of hero kills here.
I don't know how I feel about him opting to level up his Cold Shoulder ability instead of the axes. I know it reduces the cooldown, and maybe he was using it to apply some pressure in the lane. Still, that Hawk and what the Coral and the Shiver provide to your team almost seems invaluable. It's part of the reason you picked Tundra.
You're right. Yeah, it doesn't even have the 1 level in there. Yeah, that is a little strange. And obviously the Shiver could have even spotted more of the gank coming sooner. And
yeah, but I mean he was saving a lot of his mana just for more efficiency in lane and saving up mana for the ulti combo.
Yeah. Ooh, Torture gets picked up in the middle lane, caught that halfway through. Rally compelled in on top of Master of Arms stun. Just catching Style a little bit too far pushed up right there. As Nox putting some pressure on a Silhouette at the bottom, or on a Pharaoh at the bottom lane by Silhouette. But again, Pharaoh falling back more than enough. Still not level 6 just yet. He's been level 5 for a while, it seems like. Nice tower net at the top, by the way.
What are you doing?
Oh, Artillery, you're in trouble. There's the piercing shards, and down goes Artillery. Oops.
Yeah, I don't know if he was shopping or it looked like he was standing still there for a while. Meanwhile, Nox does drop Penny there. Just excellent usage of his skills. Got the tree grapple off, into the salvo. Not the salvo, the Death Lotus, and easy enough for a kill. And Keeper of the Forest, excellent rotation. Going to get a quick tower push here. They need to create this room as fast as possible, although, I think they're just fine as the game goes on. I do like the Keeper of the Forest. We talking to him about him compared to the Tempest, still a little bit stronger. And talk about Tempest counters as well. That Avalanche will go through even a Shrunken Head Tempest as well.
Yep. Yes, it sure will. So, something that Tempest definitely will have to be careful about if he eventually ever gets that Shrunken Head, of course. Silhouette continuing to dominate down here. You mentioned the kill he picked up onto Pharaoh. What's honestly been a very I've gone back and forth with a goal per minute chart, and it's constantly been kind of stale. I mean, it's been very even, but now Silhouette is starting to really start picking it up here. And you can see on the chart, 350 goal per minute and counting. They're going to somewhat push to the bottom lane. Keeper of the Forces here, level 6, going to spawn the trees though. The tower obviously at 239 life, so really trying to get close enough for the kill. But with the goo being down, that's going to stall them for a little bit apparently. They don't want to put in deny just yet, obviously, so not going to go in unless they think they can get the kill here.
Yeah, if they had some dust there, they could definitely make the jump happen.
Pharaoh is level 6 now. So expect that Wrath of the Pharaoh, perhaps. There we go. Hits Keeper of the Force right there. The charge shot to follow. Tempest running in. The ultimate, maybe. Ultimate. Oh, he tried to. It goes off after the root right there. Mally was trying to time it. Gossett got a little bit greedy. He wanted both, and it nearly ended up hurting him in the end. But they do get the kill on to Keeper of the Forest.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like the perfect ulti. I think he could have placed them more on the edge of it, and he would have got it off like a millisecond sooner, and it would have been fine. But still, got to give credit to Mali there, getting that root off, saving his teammate.
Yeah, at least saving Silhouette right there big. And now Panny, he's going to be overstaying his welcome, it looks like. Silhouette coming in. Panny has no way to escape right here. Mummy walls go up, but yeah, not sure what he was thinking, honestly. Just pushing up a little bit too far. Tundra, in the meantime, at the top lane. Artillery gets a little bit of a response for himself. Obviously gets some support from both Master of Arms and Rally as they turn on to Tundra right there. So good old revenge coming out for Artillery, as there was a port out by, I believe, his engineer up there. Able to stay alive in the meantime. And yeah, we now have an even game. Bottom tower going down, though, so that'll be a good boost for Q Squad, specifically the Silhouette, who's now up to 419 GPM.
Yeah, you got to keep track on him and how he scales compared to that Artillery. Artillery, as we talked about before, though, ever since LRM did get that buff, able to farm neutral creeps that much faster. Some people even claim that he can be used as a jungler with some auto regen now, just with how powerful that ability is at clearing creeps. So, I expect his farm to boost very, very quickly.
Yeah, the LRM is it's actually Keeper of the Forest. So watching him while talking about that, he's probably gonna fall. I was gonna say, why wasn't he using Seismic Slam? He does go invis, and Seismic Slam was on cooldown. So
did you see that?
What was that?
What Artillery did?
No.
He stood right in the river, a little bit to the left of where Tempest is now, in the middle of all three of the camps, the medium camp on the right, the large camp, and the medium camp above him, and he triple stacked him just by himself.
Wow.
Yeah, that is absolutely absurd.
He's played the hero before.
Yeah, no, he's got his artillery cycle down, let's put it that way.
Damn.
And it was very easy, actually. I mean, it was well played by him, it was a very smart move, but I guarantee you anybody could do that. That is a great use of that ability.
Even another reason for this hero. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if any other hero could do that. It might be the only one with that alarm ability. So
yeah, I'm trying to think of another guy that can just. I mean, he just rotated all three directions, man. Made sure he had the timing right, and it was beautiful.
Ooh, Offensive Master's calling Tempest right here, trying to catch Tundra, but he's just a little bit too fast with those striders of his, and he will get away, so good job right there. Bottom line in the meantime, Panny once again in a lot of trouble right here. Keeper of the Forest thinking about diving. He does have root up, but Panny just a little bit out of range. Ports are coming in. They want this tower kill. They'll get it. The ports continue. Again, he has that root. Engineers nearby. The Seismic Slam on the Keeper of the Forest. Not going to be enough for the kill, though, despite being invis. Oh, Silhouette going aggressive here. He does have the port with the TV. Yes, he ports to the illusion. Wrath of the Pharaoh comes down, and he was able to snipe out Sender just before. Meanwhile, at the top lane, Style picks up the kill in the Golem here, playing that Torturer. And they're going to continue to push this lane now. So Q Squad, several good kills happening on their side.
Yeah, it looked like Penny there just didn't want to commit to killing the Keeper of the Forest. He ended up living with barely any health there. They need to get some true sight, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Keeper's just going to keep playing games with them.
Yeah, I need that dust at the very least. Some revs. I mean, there is some on Tempest here. He's at the top lane, though. Definitely dust, especially against Keeper the Forest. Very, very valid against him. So definitely keep an eye out for that for Team Afraid if that comes. Keeper the Forest, he was here earlier. He got jumped, ended up staying alive. Then all that happened here at the bottom lane. Now he's back to the Ancients and gonna actually just clean them up here. So kind of a cycle working out for Mally right there. His farm, I mean, not really the most impressive. It's 260 gold per minute. It's solid. Sure, he's got the Ring of Sorcery, some red boots here. 1360 gold saved up. But he is doing enough for his team. Of course, especially when you have a Silhouette farm in as crazy as Nox is continuing to do right now. She is getting very close to her Nullstone already. And we are just approaching the 13.5-minute mark on top of the Ring of Teachers Steam Boots. So Nox is obviously having a very, very good time. Artillery is form. I haven't even seen him above 300 gold.
No, and he's got a monotube now, presumably because he's going to start using the alarm to farm the jungle. I'm going to make use of that. But that tells me that he's wanting to go Nullstone. And when I see Nullstone, I look at the Legion team. The only thing I see that preventing is maybe an Avenue Cold Shoulder can break the Nullstone into the Avalanche.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan, Breaky. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a case of, I think it's more of a farming tool than it is an actual tool of
I know.
target, of course.
But stats, it's just,
yeah, no, I see, yeah.
I feel like he's not going to bring enough.
Yep. What would you rather see him gone?
I do like the Geos build. I mean, I do think it's pretty effective, gives him that move speed to keep on, attacking people and kiting them in fights. I mean, I feel like he farms just fine without that Nullstone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing, too. If he's not even using the LRM, it seems like the Firebrand into the Geometers might have been the better choice, but...
I mean, you even see the Steam Boots Energizer sometimes, too.
Yeah. Oh, we see here, Keeper the Forest going to get caught out by a charge shot. Tempest running and putting the rev down, so he goes invis. It don't matter, though. The root's going to come out, however. Piercing Shard's going to be used. Actually, Tundra doing plenty of damage, but Keeper the Forest, he just couldn't get out of there. They just completely collapsed on him on the cliff, and it's either he was to jump or die to them, so he ended up dying in the end. Pharaoh, in the meantime, a great mummy wall on top of the Wrath of the Pharaoh. Catches 2 heroes right here. Artillery comes in with his artillery barrage right there. Deep in the Master Call of Pharaoh just in case. They're chasing down. Torture still on the run. He's plenty tanky. And now Silhouette joining the party. Has that death blow to snipe. Going to split up right there just in case. Tree Grapple offensively. He really wants this kill. I don't think he's going to get it, though. He does have the illusion to get what he forced to, but it's right on top of 2 heroes, though. Seismic Sun. Oh, the Seismic Sun misses because of the mummy wall. Nox will survive. He is now on the run. He got the counter kill. Torture helps come in as he's coming in right here. Keeper the Force now charging as well. Oh, man, that's, again, that's just unfortunate. What was Silhouette thinking? Silhouette pours the illusion in the face of Rowley, and Rowley gets the kill.
Oh, man,
misplays. All over the place.
I mean, it still turned out all right, but jeez, yeah, I gotta feel bad for that rally there, man. Missing that ulti. What a shame. But furthermore, I'm not sure if you caught it. Oh, Nova had to place 2 wards down here now that I look at it as well. A little bit of an accident. I mean, a rare situation, especially for a master support player like Nova, but it didn't happen there. You see that outside the base, right?
Yep.
And meanwhile, did you actually catch what Tundra did to the Tempest?
I did not.
Yeah, while they were all TPing out to join that fight, Tempest was kind of low. TP'd in, but at the last second he got that the piercing shards off, and pretty much as he was warping out, as he was, transporting himself to the other side of the map, the cold shoulder landed and he died.
Nice. They picked him off before he can be involved. Obviously, yeah, that ultimate is still lost. And speaking of Tundra, actually, the Avalanche going to be used right there. The Kickstone will push him forward, though. Pharaoh going to return. Says, I want to go back in, bitches. Mally going to go invis, but he's sitting right on top of that rev. Pharaoh will end up falling. Compel coming out, though. Keeper the Forest still dropping. In comes a demoralizing roar, and he will fall to auto attacks. It looks like Energy Field in the meantime. Pretty good placement right there. Master of Arms trying to at least just take out the ultimate. He gets it right there. He ends up dying in the process, though. Engineer trying to go for the port out. Will be successful. Great chain reactions from Torture just before. The chase is still happening, but I believe Style should be fine as he got the double tap and gets the hell on out of there. So this is definitely turning into a pretty chaotic game here between these two teams. 11-9 hero kill advantage in favor of Q Squad as we're now 17 minutes in. And I just saw a portal key actually purchased on Tundra too, by the way, so even more chaotic perhaps.
Yep. It's going to be very good for them. They need to kill that Engineer ulti sooner, man. Artillery was sort of standing outside of it while Master of Arms was blatantly attacking it for 2 to 3 auto attacks, and he was sort of walking along on the outside of it, not doing anything. He could have used that time to at least try to fit in 1 or 2 attacks and do it to help out with the pursuit a little bit faster.
And choosing not to, though, but Tundra nearly getting caught right there, but Rowley got pushed back from Engineer and decides to fall back instead. How about Style and Torture? Really haven't been focused a lot on Nox playing the Silhouette, but Torture's farm, I mean, he's a very respectable 366 gold per minute. Bottom rune in the meantime. Tundra actually getting caught out right here. Once again by Raleigh. The LRM right on top. And down goes Tundra. Silhouette running in. That's an illusion right now. We'll see if he gets crazy again and ports to it, but it doesn't look like he is. Just going to kind of run away with it. But yeah, Torturer, he went for that sacrificial stone first item on top of the steam boots, and it looks like he might be working towards, it could be Gnome's Wisdom actually. We see that on Slicks lately, so Gnome's Wisdom or maybe even that Tablet of Command here, but oh, he's in some trouble though. Tempest running in, he has an ultimate, will he use it? Yes, he will. He wants to guarantee this kill. In come the minions, Master of Arms joining. Torture running! Torture running! Torture may survive! Oh my gosh, if Style actually gets out of here, he's juking through the woods. He's just a little bit too fast. He does have a TP. No, he's going to take the stun though from Tempest, and that will get the kill. Yes, jeez. That was crazy how long he lived.
Yeah, action happening all over the map there. I mean...
Oh yeah, Nox got picked up.
I don't know. I mean, just they're being in the right place at the right time there. I mean, even at that bottom rune, you saw Rally snag the Invis rune just a moment before Tundra was going for it. Excellent turnaround in general. They're definitely keeping themselves into this game. Master of Arms also breaking 300 GPM now.
Yeah, it's wow. Wait, Master of Arms. No.
Not Master of Arms, the artillery, I should say.
I was about to say, holy crap, support Master of Arms doing pretty well. Artillery in the meantime, oh, he's going to get caught in the energy field. Yeah. Great placement, the keg's down on top. The root does hit Rally as well, but he was just a little bit too far.
There was a moment there, I'm like, is he on the outside? Is he on the inside? And then he moved, a frame, and it's like, oh,
yep, he gets hit. And then he got kegged back in, so... That was just well played by Engineer right there specifically, of course, being played by Nova.
For sure.
But yeah, during all that, you're right. I mean, Nox got picked off there, so definitely keeping that in mind that he died. So his farming slowed a little bit, but it's still 411 gold per minute. Looking very strong. Tablet of Command was the item choice here for Torture, so finishing that up himself.
Yeah, obviously going up against the Pharaoh, finding that a very valuable item pickup for himself.
Yeah.
Silhouette with an All-Stone, I'm sure he's going Portal Key at this point. Pretty much always see Nox go that normal route.
Yeah.
Tundra, meanwhile, yeah, I'm very impressed still with how he performed against this artillery top lane. Actually, you know what? In spite of the situation, he's pretty much equal in GPM right now.
Yeah, his creep farm continues to do very well. Now, you could criticize him a little bit because of not going to Call of the Winter early on, but it's obviously, not being the biggest deal here in the long run. So
yeah, I mean, he did stop. For a second, I was worried he was going to keep leveling up Cold Shoulder.
Oh my God. Middle lane, Nox split up right there. I thought he was actually out, but he was right next to his illusion still. He was just caught, and he ends up getting bursted down. All 5 heroes here from Team Afraid, and they're going to be pushing. Nox does have a buyback. Yes, he does have a buyback, so kind of wonder if they want to maybe try to catch them off guard here. They don't have a keeper route, though. That's definitely big. So they're just going to lose the secondary tower, it looks like. So this is going to be a big momentum push, actually, from Team Afraid here.
Takes down a Legion tower.
Yeah, I mean, they slowed down the growth of their carry as well. Artillery getting really close to that, and also, not to mention, not only the kill, not only the tower, but the Ancient Steel as well.
Ooh.
Look at how fast those drop.
Yeah, with the acid down especially, yeah.
Yeah.
Just wrecks it, so.
That's obscene.
It is physical damage on the alarm, right?
Yeah, you also have to think there's the tablet obviously to help rectify the situation, but the Pharaoh walls, the artillery LRM doing damage on top of it. If Torture for some reason is taken out of the fight, gets initiated, unable to use the tablet to save a teammate, that is a lot of damage they're going to be forced to take.
Engineer would love a tablet right now. He's trying to get away from Pharaoh. The turret doing work with the slow. The keg's done, maybe enough. Oh, but Rally comes in with a compel over the ledge and finishes him off. We do see Master of Arms going to TP out right there as well before he gets caught. So good gank coming out from Team Afraid. And yeah, I mean, QsQ, they were building up a lot of momentum themselves early on. They were in a hefty lead, but just like that, now 22 minutes into the game, Team Afraid coming back. And Jolem especially on that artillery. You mentioned the Nolson is actually now finished on him, I believe. Well, not on him, but he just purchased it, so.
Yeah, I feel like Portal Key hasn't been able to do too much so far for Yonasim Fan.
Yeah.
I would like to see them pick up a Bound Eye, man. It's like the same effect when you have a Fade. Just get a Bound Eye on the team as soon as possible here. I mean, they're sort of getting out-ganked in the past 5 minutes here, and they do have the Tundra Hawk to assist them. It's not something you usually see.
Yeah, well, yeah, and especially when you have a Tundra, the Bound Eye even more so. I mean, Tundra's huge, just like a Fade. And you're right, the Shiver obviously should be that powerful tool that you need to take advantage of and spot those incoming ganks.
Give the eye to a teammate too and just have the bird go follow him around. There's options.
Silhouette does push the top lane in the meantime, so helps
Look at Rally, he's actually going In mid,
wow.
scouting everything out. Maybe get an interrupted team. No,
Maybe?
he's obviously
Okay.
not going to jump into 3 heroes there.
But he does have support, actually. In comes a Wrath of the Pharaoh. Tundra, the Seismic Slam missing, though. The turret pushed him back far enough. In comes the Avalanche. Deep in the Master Call going to be used. Pharaoh will end up dying, though. So does Tundra. Here comes Stalvo playing that Torture. The nice artillery barrage pushing himself back, actually. But Keeper of the Forest jumps in with the Portakey. A big root. 0 follow-up, though. Style's going to still end up falling. Nox had just TP'd, so not stopping Silhouette right there was the perfect decision, actually.
Oh, of course. He was scouting it all out, doing great. They actually missed that artillery barrage there, that ultimate. They missed the rally ultimate. Still didn't matter. Still coming out ahead in the end.
Yeah. That was a fun sequence right there, and now you have artillery going over with the rest of the team. They're going to try to finish off Kongor. So may be able to pick up a token of life here. It probably is going to happen. I mean, it's going down fairly fast.
Yeah.
And
Keeper, 2 data and Keeper Roots down. They're not even in the area.
True. No Avalanche, no Keeper Roots. Silhouette is up, but she doesn't have her Illusion to be safety net. Yeah, this is going to be a free Kongor kill here. Most likely seated on artillery. And his farm, again, it's definitely been enhancing that Nullstone pickup.
Kongor goes down.
He's now 1,100 more gold saved up, picks up the token of life, sure enough. And as a team, I mean, keep focusing a lot on artillery, of course, being the carry for the team, but how about Rally and a Tempest? Both are continuing to do very well themselves, actually. And Rally's farm showing. I mean, he's on his way to perhaps possibly a barrier idol, and you got Tempest, 2,800 gold saved up. So we'll see where Gossig decides to go here with that gold.
I mean, artillery very, very quickly catching up to this Silhouette, who was leaps and bounds ahead of him. Actually going for... He's gonna go. I think he's just gonna go straight damage here, straight Savage Mace. So, you know, maybe
On artillery?
maybe there's something to that. Yeah, I saw him pick up a Warhammer, and then I think he sold it right afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Hellborn takes down a
We'll see.
Legion
We'll see. Yeah.
tower.
We'll have to
Obviously.
see for sure.
Head, but, I know the few times we have seen Highbury, he tends to like that glass cannon build on
You
artillery.
know, I was sort of down talking this Nullstone pickup. It is letting him farm up an immense amount. It's pretty much having infinite use of the LRM ability.
Okay, there's a Slayer
So-
purchase, so definitely going to be Savage Mace.
No, it's a Doombringer.
Of course.
Confident.
What am I saying?
He's got the token. Of course he's going
Raw
to Doombringer.
damage, duh. Jimmy, what's better? Yeah, so, but again, kind of going that, I guess it's not really a glass cannon, especially when you have a Nullstone on you, but
Yeah.
it's not following it up with a Shrunken Head build.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel that's necessary.
Yeah, then also definitely doing work. I may have spoke too soon, and for counter push, it is great. And
Yeah.
I always like to see builds that can get down and dirty and into the action early. That's just sort of my bias as a player.
True.
So
Something like that.
it you know, a little bit of partiality coming out there, but yeah, he's doing a great
I
job.
mean, again, you are right as far as the impact it's having against single targets and actually nullifying abilities is probably minimal, but the farming presence is definitely having an impact here. And
Keeping him topped off here.
it is,
for
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, his mana pool, yeah, definitely staying up there. 400 gold per minute now for him. Obviously, a lot of that comes down to the tower pushing they've been doing, the Kongor kill, the team fights, but yeah, on top of the farm that he's been able to pick up. And he still is behind Silhouette. The Q Squad continuing to do a great job of both Nox as a player and the Q Squad, again, very good at obviously stacking up the camp for him, or the jungle for him, so.
That
That's
damage, I just can't get over it. It's
Artilleries?
of the LRM, yeah.
Yeah. It's especially now
Say
with the
goodbye to
Savage Mace
pushing
on
inside
top.
the base with creeps.
Yep.
Just period.
Yeah, the bunker down gives him what? It gives 250 range. So, yeah, 800 range, pushing into a base with a Savage Mace. Like, what do you do to that? I mean,
And if you try to jump on him and he's able to get his rocket barrage off, he'll position him pretty much to where he's like, you know, deep in their territory, really hard to chase down, and he's just gonna punish you for it.
yeah. Damn quick. Soul's Bulwark picked up by Rally, by the way, so going that, again, more for the team-oriented build there. Pushing this top tower, and I assume they're going to get it, actually, especially with Q Squad. They're trying to do a little bit of counter-pushing. Maybe, actually, they're stealing these double-stack Ancients here on the Hellborn side, so they'll at least get something out of this. But they did lose the secondary tower top, and I don't know, they're going to keep pushing. They got that token of life on artillery, so why not? 3.5 minutes remaining. They are going to start pushing into the base. There is no Savage Mace on artillery yet, of course, so he's going to miss here and whatnot, but he is still assisting with the rest of his team, doing plenty of damage. Q Squad is porting in, so definitely a possibility of a fight going to be coming up right here. Tempest, by the way, is building up towards a Shrunken Head, it looks like. She has enough for the Shrunken Head. Hasn't bought it just yet. But it seems like Team Afraid comfortable falling back here.
Well, I mean, they're content to sit here and wait. I mean, he's going to finish up his Savage Mace in just moments here. They can wait to finish pushing until that comes into play. Shrunken Head is picked up, as you mentioned. Pharaoh, meanwhile, sitting on 2,000 gold, about to pick up his Barbed Armor.
Yeah. That's, as always, a big pickup. I mean, against heroes like, especially like Torture. We're doing a lot of AoE damage, and again, Torture being level 16 on top of that. I mean, this is a farming Torture, even that carry Torture as you put it. 400 gold per minute, by the way. I mean, Style's kind of been that quiet guy this game. He's talking a lot about artillery and silhouette and Tundra even, but then Torture's here like, by the way, I'm farming 400 GPM, guys.
He is going for a Hellflower. One interesting thing to know about Shrunken Head is that against artillery, it does not stop the slow from LRM.
A passive, yeah. It's a physical slow, so...
Yeah, it can do a lot of work.
Do you like the fact that Torture's going for a Hellflower and not maybe a Shrunken here?
I don't know. I feel like he's gonna be very fragile. He's going for. He's gonna have a lot of right-click damage. I mean, he's got the Hellflower. He's gonna have a lot of burst. If he can position himself, maybe. But I feel like he's so vulnerable.
That's the key.
I don't know, with the Barbed Armor here coming out from Pharaoh, it makes me really nervous.
Yeah, that's the key for me. I mean, the positioning. It's usually we see Hellflowers and heroes like Bubbles, Wretched Hag, you know, those initiators like a Pebbles even that have the portal key anyways. The fact that, I mean, he has a tablet, but obviously that's not a guaranteed initiation tool by any means. So a little bit more dangerous in that sense, but we'll see how that works out for him.
Savage Mace Gold now picked up for Rally. They got a minute 30 on token. Will he buy it? I mean, he could be sending it out right now. I mean, I would have it on the way. He doesn't.
Not doing it just yet.
I mean, why not?
I know it is kind of interesting. It doesn't
Just have
want
it flying out.
maybe.
It'll be there, like, you know, by the next creep wave. Just that's good.
The Hellborn
Oh,
takes down
they
a Legion
they do take out the tower nonetheless. He does have a minute remaining on the token alive, so they got probably
He's
one
not
more
gonna go
creep wave.
Doombreaker, right? I mean, no.
No. Especially with the token wearing off right here. I mean, that would just be absolutely silly. They're going to start pushing to the base, so again, no Savage Mace yet, but he's going to quickly clean up the creep wave. Just look at the LRM doing work. He's going to go uphill somewhat. Again, he doesn't want to risk it, though. It's so scary. Even with that token, down to about 40 seconds now, so they don't have much time left, but they may be able to get the melee racks, actually. I think they are.
This long range of artillery combined with the defensive push of Rally really lets him be safe while sieging these racks.
Oh, Tundra says, I'm tired of waiting. Goes into Tempest right there. In the meantime, as the Pharaoh hits the Corridor, actually, artillery is spamming that LRM. Oh, what a beautifully lined up LRM right there. It is tearing up that Legion team. Down goes Engineer. He gets the energy field off, but now artillery on the chase. He has 17 seconds on the token alive, going for Nox right there. Nox, plenty of burst damage, though. Finishes off Pharaoh, missing a charge shot right there. Okay, artillery will go down. Going to resurrect, of course, with that token alive. The melee racks looks like they will end up falling right here. And now it's definitely the timing for Team Afraid to fall back. So they're going to do just that. And there you go. That's how it'll end.
Pharaoh and Rally need to make up, because every time Rally's charged up his ulti, man, I feel like those mummy walls come up, they sucked him away from the target again.
Yeah.
You know, he got sucked into the mummy walls by his own teammate, and ulti once again missing because of it.
Yeah. That's got to be frustrating. That's got to be frustrating a lot for, again here.
He has not had his break with his seismic slams this game.
Nox, by the way, he did have a level 2 shield breaker in that fight. It's definitely worked out pretty well for him. You have post haste. Oh, look at that. Tundra has post haste. So they do have a post haste. He's not lying.
Why did Sunder write that?
I don't know. Something tells me maybe he was trying to
Oh,
port
because he's
bottom.
low life on the bottom.
Yeah.
And he probably saw it. Wait, is he TPing right now?
No, I think it got canceled. I think he killed the creep that he was porting to, maybe.
Oh, okay.
That's why he said that, yeah.
Okay.
Not sure, though. What was I going to say there?
Well, you know what? Even if he ported in, one thing is the acid would have been lingering. You probably wouldn't have gotten that portal key off.
True.
Right away. But
At least, yeah.
maybe on the chase, yeah.
Maybe he is actually porting in. I don't know. It's on
Yeah.
pauses. I know it doesn't actually show. So
Yeah. Is he? No, wait. Actually, the animation. Is it going on that siege?
yeah, I see like the purple line.
No. Look at the siege unit. Homecoming Stone. The siege unit is being teleported to.
Okay, it is okay.
Uh-oh, Sunder.
How long is that asset going to be lingering is the question.
He's porting in 1 second too. It's a 3-second TP time. It's already 2 seconds on cooldown. He's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun.
That's a crappy pause time though, at the same time for both teams really, because in the sense of Sender, it's like, oh god, I might die here. But at the same time, his team now can actually kind of plan to pour it in perhaps.
Yeah.
And set up a count. I mean, Rally has a TP. You have Tempest doesn't have a TP, but Artillery has a TP. So maybe if they want to pour it in right here to the base tower, and anticipate him jumping in. So I'm actually kind of wondering if Joseph fans to screw it if he just actually will cancel this or not. But they do have a ward of sight right here that obviously Nova has given them.
I mean,
vision,
he
so.
can go for it.
Yeah, he could definitely go for it. Okay, so we'll see. Well, apparently, yeah.
Pretty sure. Actually, his avalanche is down for 18 seconds. Never mind. Still cold shoulder plus.
I mean, the piercing shot. It's a Master of Arms. His Master's Cult is off cooldown, or it's on cooldown, I should say. Only for 5 more seconds. Yeah. Everything's
at. Might juke into the trees there, avoid the cold shoulder.
Yeah, I don't think this is a certain kill by any means. So I think if I'm Jonas a fan, I just say no, screw it. To be honest, but we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what decision he makes here. Again, so we're sitting on a 1-0 lead right now in favor of Q Squad. Do you have updates on the other games, by the way? I actually had the chat disconnect.
Lions got shut out really quickly in game 2 CTS.
Yeah, you were calling.
I told you my opinion beforehand. I saw the draft, and I'm open as far as drafts are concerned, but I considered it like literally a 6-1 out draft in favor of TTS, like the point where they would have to have played like really, really bad to lose that game.
Jeez.
So they ran an aggressive strategy, completely mopped up the floor in that game too, unfortunately for Lions. So not going to get their break in this qualifier.
Yeah. Okay, Tundra does port in, but he doesn't even try to jump. His porta key was canceled because of the goo, so not worth it. Just will continue to farm
Artillery,
with it.
though, he's shaping up. He might not be expecting this here.
Yeah, Rowley doesn't have a porta key, though, so can't really follow it up.
Okay. And he is freaking fast.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Avalanche is back up, but yeah, no one around to set anything up with. He's just waiting. Burial finished on Rally. 1,700 gold spare on top of the Savage Mace for Artillery.
Mm-hmm.
Just doing great across the board.
He is still pushing down here. Obviously going to be spotted by Tundra, but without assistance, I don't know if Tundra could do
nearly
much.
500.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. He's going to fall back, so. All right, top lane. Q Squad looks like they're going to try to make a little bit of a move themselves now. Is that Shieldbreaker level 3 yet? No, it's still level 2, but there is something on the Courier. It is the Shieldbreaker, so. He will have a level 3 shield breaker now, and again, remember, Tundra can post-haste top, so it is going to be all 5 of them.
Yeah,
they continue to push here. Oh, Pharaoh going around the side, though, is spotted by the Sportus side. They could be jumped on themselves, and to be careful right here. In comes the energy field. The Raz of the Pharaoh completely missing right there, and Penny will be picked off. Master of Arms just going to melt away. Tempest off to the side. In the meantime, Artillery using that LRM, just trying to do plenty of damage. The illusion is down. Rally with a seismic slam, missing right there. They got a little bit too far away. Now he's on the run. Barrier going up as Artillery also putting the bunker down, but he's going to fall back. Rally getting caught out. Do they have any stuns to follow up? Yes, they do. The piercing shards. No stuns, but the cold shoulder. Follow the compel, and down goes Tundra. So Artillery and Tempest live, but the rest die. Everyone's still alive for Q Squad, and they're going to push this tower now.
Yeah, what a turnaround. I mean, they still have the LRM to counter push, but yeah, he doesn't want to stay. They didn't even have to use the Keeper route for any of that, or the Avalanche.
True. Yeah.
That's how out of position they were. Yeah, and unfortunate, the Pharaoh missing, the Rally stun missing. He needs to get a portal key at this point, man.
Artillery might die. Oh, jeez. One round. Take the piercing shards. No! The Courier chasing! Oh, he's going to be killed, though. Jeez, that was close.
Yeah.
Nearly getting picked off, so Q Squad fighting back strong now, right now.
Yep. Yeah. Obviously afraid here. Still in a pretty decent spot, but yeah, can't really afford to make that kind of mistake again. QsQ is very quick to capitalize, and yeah, I was getting afraid for them, but they took a huge opportunity there. Now if they can stall out enough to get that refresher or the restoration stone coming out for the Keeper of the Forest, it's going to have very, very big impact on these fights.
Yeah. 3,200 gold on Torture, so he may now get that Shrunken Head, of course. Never mind.
Beacon up instead.
He's going to go the... Yep.
No, we were just talking about like the immense amount of physical damage they have coming out here. I guess for the Hellborn team, the fact that even through Shrunken Head, the Artillery can slow, and maybe he figures Seismic Slam and Barbed Armor counters the Shrunken Head as well, so maybe he just wants to tank up so he doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, could have seen that, or maybe a Frostfield plate even, but yeah, going the Behemoth sort route, definitely. as he gets the axe to the mouth by delivered, and just like that, it's nearly 2,000 life. Portal key on Tempest. Talking about portal keys. One on Tempest now. That'll be big. He's level 16 on top of that.
He has to watch for the Tundra, watch for the Keeper, and otherwise, it's if he sees Keeper, Blink, and Root, he just has to catch Tundra +1 or whatever, and it's a perfect ulti.
Yep. But yeah, you're right. Having the 2 is just that makes it that much more difficult now for Tempest. Even with the Shrunken Head portal key, can't feel confident of getting a very, very good ultimate off. Master of Arms was able to farm up enough gold to actually get a tablet. He's actually neck and neck with his Feral teammate here. Feral did get his barbed armor fairly earlier on, so Panny doing enough in that sense, at least. But Soul's Bulwark just picked up by Tundra as well, by the way. So they have that now on the Legion side to take advantage of.
Oh, by Tundra, yeah, I was like, really? Tundra, okay, Tundra. Yeah.
There we go! Okay, never mind.
Uh-oh, look at Rally, man, they gotta be...
Rally's going with the invis.
They have no bound eye still.
There is no bound on either side. Yeah, that's actually really strange. Oh, the Tempest ultimate right next to it. No, it's not going to be stopped, actually. The Shrunken Head avoids the kick stun, and he's going to be fine. The Root finally coming up with a duration was full. Can they capitalize? The Wrath of the Feral snipes out Keeper the Force right there. Torture is now dropping. The barbed armor's up. Down goes Torture. Tundra sitting in the back with the LRM right on top, doing plenty of damage. The Hellfire in pursuit. Silhouette obviously already picked off 2, and Tundra will most likely fall here now. What a big initiation from Tempest specifically, man. That was a ballsy initiation. Yeah. But it paid off big time.
Well, you saw what happened. Honestly, it was just gigantic. There was really no other way to put it. Excellent follow-up, too, by Pharaoh there. And proccing his barbed armor, really punishing the Torture. Just strong plays all across the board. Artillery farmed up like crazy now. Has gold for his Geometer's Bane when he wants it. Who do they not have? They didn't have buybacks on. Okay, Keeper's reviving anyway, though.
Silhouette just bought back right there. So, yeah, they don't have a root, though, from Keeper. So, again, he's up, but it's like, is he? Is that a lot of his powerfulness, of course. So they will stop the push, however, in the middle lane. They're going to need to worry about the top lane, it looks like. Want to actually push that back. Kongor is up, and you do see Team Afraid. They are going over to the Kongor pit.
Yeah, again, I keep seeing those rally ultis, man. They keep missing. It is a very difficult spell to land, especially in this game, but he's having time to cancel them, too. Like, that fight, it was nowhere near actually hitting anything. Like, it wasn't going to hit.
Yeah.
At that point, he does have time to cancel them. He's still, could be placing them or timing them a bit better.
Yeah.
It's okay that they're not hitting, but just not have luck with it, which is, once again, speaking to be more of a reason to get that portal key this game.
Artillery nearly getting caught out right there, but let's see what a Ghost Marchers are. Yeah, he does have Ghost Marchers. So Ghost Marchers away and be fine. Kongor obviously a little bit of damage onto him, but now the Legion team is all here. Cooldowns are coming up. The big one that's not up is that Tempest. You see Silhouette jumping in very aggressively right there. Not able to catch anyone, though. Her illusions are still down for another 30 seconds. But yeah, Tempest Ultimate is down for 45 seconds here, so this is definitely a window somewhat for Q Squad, whether that's Ninja and Kongor, but again, it's very difficult, especially against a Pharaoh. They do have that Shiver, but it's despawned right there, actually, by the Elementals. So some mind games going on between the two, but obviously a standoff at the Kongor pit now. That's where both teams are kind of at. They do have an aggressive ward side here that was placed by Nova. Look at Nova just running up with that Nature's Veil. There is no bound eye on either team still. So how about that? The top range Rex goes down. So Q Squad needs to worry about that, man. Their base is starting to get demolished here up top. Can't let that go forever.
Well, I mean,
make something happen.
I guess they figure they have time, and
there we go. Tundra jumping in. Actually, is going for Pharaoh. Nope. Here's the Avalanche. Has the the artillery barrage going to be used. Down goes Tundra. That Tab is ultimate. It does hit Silhouette and Engineer. It's finally going to be canceled right there. But Silhouette trying to run away now. She splits up with the illusion on the run. Keeper the Force is still here. Already using the root, of course, trying to maybe get the kill on the Tempest. Silhouette is still on the run though, and she will be killed by Master of Arms and Rally. Artillery being chased down. Chain reactions does land actually, and artillery may fall. No, the defensive Master's call. One round of attack. It is going to be enough. Artillery falls. And now it's a 3 versus 2, it looks like. Pharaoh, though, joining the party. He buys back. Ready to go back in. Doesn't have the Wrath of the Pharaoh. Nice Nature's Veil and Engineer, though, will be fine. Torturer, not going to be the same case, however. She will fall as Artillery obviously buying back right there. Not only are they going to win that fight, but they are going to go now kill Kongor most likely. In the meantime, look at the bases I talked about.
Right.
It is starting to be wrecked.
Definitely taking siege. Yeah, the buybacks coming into huge effect there. I thought QsQ played that one pretty well, considering the start. There was a nice Tempest ult, canceled it pretty quickly. Still got a couple seconds off on it. Are they gonna? They actually look like they're just straight up pushing.
You know, why not? I guess it's if anything, just force the buyback that they may have,
Right.
at the very least. But
He's got the Savage, and they know they're down. It's
they don't even have a buyback still, so this will work out beautifully. There's no way Tundra and Keeper the Force are stopping any of this. It'd be silly to even try. I mean, Tundra portal's in right there. Whoa! Wrath of the Pharaoh just missing. These melee racks are 100% dead though, and possibly even the ranged racks. So they're going to be resurrecting here shortly.
yeah, and
But
the double sets of racks is pretty much a free Kongor.
yeah.
Look how far back he can attack those racks from, man.
Yep, 800 range. He's outranging the barracks.
800, 8. Yeah, 800 with that. It's 250 buff, yep.
Yep. So now they could go for Congo if they wanted to.
They should, or they should at least bait QsQ out towards it.
Yeah. The middle and butt top now.
Well, you know, there's a 60-second cooldown on Tempest ulti. They don't need to do it right away.
True.
Lanes will push up. QsQ really can't go for a Kongor attempt at this point.
How about the
So they have
gold?
time. They can pace it.
Golden experience right now, it's actually not overwhelming. It seems like Team Afraid is in just such a dominant spot. I mean, they are, I think I say, but the golden experience don't really speak for that. It's only 7,400 gold lead, 6,400 experience lead.
No,
So.
the double sets of racks, though, do.
True. That's where it gets ugly. And you see QsQ taking somewhat of a risk here. They want to try to maybe get Kongor. Obviously, Team Afraid, they're very aware. Here we go, though. Initiation from the Legion team. They want to be the ones to jump in. Rowley dropping a half-life right away. LRM's coming out doing plenty of damage, though, of course. Deep in the Master Call. The artillery barrage to finish off. Pharaoh jumps in with the Wrath of the Pharaoh, doing plenty, trapping them all. The root's going to be used by Keeper the Force. Down goes Engineer, though, and Torturer is on the run. GG well plays are being called. And we are going to be going to a game number 3 because of that, as Team Afraid takes out QsQ here in the second game. Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
impressive play coming out. Excellent composure. Especially, you know, I saw that 5,000 gold lead coming out for QsQ. I saw that they, the Tundra performed beautifully in the suicide lane. I thought they had the bird up. I thought they'd get a bound eye, establish map control, and not really get ganked as much as they did. But I felt like there was a period of 5 minutes where every other second someone was dying.
Yeah. Yeah, that, you know, just like the first game was a case of Afraid having the early advantage and then QsQ making their persevering and coming back, and this game kind of the opposite story. Team Afraid was behind earlier on. I mean, Noxus Farm and Silhouette was up there, and no one was even comparable in the earlier game stage, but Team Afraid, again, they made the plays. Like you said, they kept picking off every couple of minutes, it seemed like, and it added up over time, and sure enough, pulled through with a victory. So, well, we are going to a third and final game. It's the only best of the 3 series setup here that is going to a third game. Of course, the other 3, all too well, is TDM over Pencils, TT Esports over Lions, and Complexity over Pikachu. So
yeah,
we got QsQ, Team Afraid. With that said, as always, taking a short break right here, but we will be right back with game number 3. Stay tuned.